Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Malia and I'm actually new here to YouTube. I created this channel because it's my desire to just empower, uplift, and challenge other women who are, who have dedicated their lives to following Christ. And as the Bible says, iron sharpens iron. So I have decided to join the mix of women here on YouTube who are really on fire for God, to just help encourage other women who don't want to hop on here but desire to have that community feel. So that's why I'm here, and I don't want to prolong this introduction any long, so let's go ahead and hop right into the video. Do just what you want. You're the one that tries. So the topic I chose today, I felt will really set the tone for my channel moving forward. And that topic is, you are responsible for you. Again, you are responsible for you. And I chose that topic because despite what society has trained us women to believe, we are actually more than just mothers, more than just wives, more than just daughters, sisters, cousins, whatever. We are more than our titles. In fact, God has placed some jewels down on the inside of us. But if we're not making it our responsibility to cultivate those things that God has placed on the inside of us, we'll be missing out. And God won't be glorified in the way that He ordained us to glorify Him. So let's move a little deeper. We are responsible for our own spiritual walk. You know, it's sad because I see a lot of people a lot of women who prolong their spiritual journey because they're waiting for their partner to get on board with it. And that is the worst mistake we can make as women. I know that social media has trained us to believe that a couple that prays together stays together. Wrong. If it's not your husband, do you, boo, okay? Just do you. Listen to me. Even with a husband, praying with your husband, having devotion with your husband is a very beautiful thing. But at the end of the day, you have to have your own relationship with God, because when it's all said and done, it will be you by yourself giving an account for what you did or didn't do in the relationship that you had with Him. Okay? So let's go back. We have to get out of the mindset of waiting for other people to come along for the journey before, we take that road, okay? Stop waiting for your best friend to become available so she could go with you to that church service. Stop waiting for your kids to get to a certain age before you can take them out. Stop. Just stop. Just stop. It is time for you to make the choice for yourself to be responsible for your own spiritual walk. Stop waiting for everybody else to join you in it, because they're not. And I say that in the most loving way, but we have to come to terms with the fact that God is after our heart. We have that burning desire. Our partner may not have it yet. Our friend may not have it yet. Does that mean that we stop, pouring into them? No. That just means that, you know what? I may have to leave you on this thing. I may have to leave you in this area. I got to keep pushing forward. I got to keep maturing in my walk with God. And I just have to leave you where you're at, because it will be detrimental if you wait for them to hop on it, because your fire may go out, and you may decide in the long run not to even seek God after that point. So don't allow other people's lack of motivation keep you from following the fire God has placed on the inside of you. Does that make sense? I hope I'm making sense. So to move on, I realized that when I finally got serious about making the choice to seek God, every area of my life began to feel connected. And it became easier because once I placed God at the center, once God became my anchor, okay? Once He became my calm place, my secret place, my place where I abide. Now I'm getting all spiritual and stuff. Once He became that centerpiece for me, everything else had to flow together. Nothing else could be straggling. Nothing else could. No, everything had to submit to that center point, making my life a little less chaotic. Okay? So, my reward for taking responsibility for my spiritual walk in turn allowed me to effectively take control of every other area in my life. Because I got serious about my walk with Christ, and because I sought Him daily and continue to seek Him daily, He has in turn poured wisdom into me, knowledge, understanding, and wisdom on how to manage my finances, on how to plan my day, on how to work through my vision, on how to take care of my kid. You see what I mean? When God became the center, everything else submitted to Him, and it became easier to manage. So, when you become responsible for you and your spiritual walk with God, everything else must fall into place, and that is how you become a better version of yourself. That is how you are able to cultivate the vision, the desires, and the dreams that God has placed down on the inside of you. That is how you are able to be a better wife. That is how you're able to be a better mother. That is how you're able to be a better sister, aunt, cousin, grandma, whatever. That is how you are able to be the best version of yourself, to become dependent on God and independent on all other outside factors. Because it's so easy to allow outside things to dictate the way we maneuver in life. So if you don't have enough money in the bank, it's so easy for that lack of money to control your day. It's so easy for your anxiety and your depression to control your day. It's so easy to allow lack control your day. You know, it's so easy to let your children's schedule and your husband's needs, you know, all of that stuff control your day. And we need something that will center us, and we need someone that will help us better manage those other things. It's funny because I just recently started a business, and I was going through this reel on Instagram, and the girl was talking about, I am a very strict CEO, but a very lazy employee. And I just laughed because that is definitely me in almost every area of my life. It's funny because we do all of this planning. We think we can conquer the world, and then at the end of the day, we realize we're only human and we can't do it. But the beautiful thing about your walk with God is that when you get serious about it, you have the Holy Spirit with you who is literally pushing you to take care of the things that you need to take care of. It's like this supernatural energy that is driving you to be the best version of yourself. So I hope this video wasn't all over the place for my first time. I do apologize if it was. But all in all, you are responsible for you, okay? Go ahead and make that decision to follow God. And if you're already following God, make that decision daily to represent Him. Make that decision daily to sit at His table and not the world's table. And soon you'll become this big ball of light that when you go into the darkness, you just light up everything around it. And let me tell you, it is absolutely so beautiful to be dependent on God. I give an example, well, a visual, and you may have to close your eyes for this, but when I was going through my season of first following God, I just pictured myself in this pitch black city, walking in the middle of the street, like no street lights, no nothing. I'm just walking in the middle of the road, and I'm so scared because I don't know who's hiding in the alleys. I don't know who's watching me. I don't know any of it. All I know is I feel naked. I'm out here in the opening, anything can get me. And when I was first, like I said, first starting out in my journey, that's how I felt, completely naked. Like all of my sins were being placed in front of me. I was so convicted. I just felt out in the open. That's the only thing I can describe. And as I'm going through my walk, slowly but surely, it's almost like a light in my belly just began to shine. You know, it just grew and it grew and it grew until it was literally lighting the path out of this city and into this oasis, this kingdom like oasis. Okay, this is still like my visual, y'all. This kingdom like oasis. And I'm seeing it is so full of life. The birds are chirping. There are beautiful trees, greenery, you name it. And everybody's walking, moving, smiling, and just working in this kingdom. And you realize that your light has now been added to all the other lights that are lighting up this kingdom. And that's how beautiful it is, because once you reach a point where your light is literally shining so bright, you are now afforded the opportunity to go back into that city, because you're no longer scared. You're no longer scared of the dark. You have this big ball of light guiding you to other people who are in the dark, who have no light, and you're directing them to this beautiful, well-lit oasis that you were able to experience for yourself. And I just think that that is just so awesome, because God doesn't need us for anything. Okay, let me start there. God does not need our help doing anything. God has granted us the privilege of carrying out a work so beautiful with directing other people to Him who are stuck in darkness, who feel naked and afraid in those dark cities. And here you are. God was able to help you along the way. God was able to grow your light. And now you are able to be a light for someone else and direct them to God. And how awesome is that, that during our short time here on earth, we're able to be a light for other people. And it's literally as simple as that, just being able to direct other people to Christ, saying, hey, nah, he's up here, freedom this way, so I just think that that is so awesome. So like I said all that to say, you are responsible for you, so start taking that action. Be responsible for your own spiritual walk. Decide today that, you know what? No matter if my partner comes with me, no matter if my friend joins me, I am going to walk this out, and I'm going to be consistent, and I'm going to allow my light to grow, so that way when I do become this big ball of light, and y'all, it doesn't even take you becoming a big ball of light. As soon as you get some light in you, that's enough to lead somebody to that kingdom, okay? So allow your light to grow. Allow your light to grow, and you'll soon see a whole new world open up to you, a whole new world of life, of abundance, of joy, of peace, of everything that you have been chasing after is in this kingdom, y'all. It's in this kingdom, and it is just so beautiful. I'm sorry, I'm just so passionate about it. It's just so beautiful. So I hope this all encouraged you, and I hope you are challenged to take responsibility for you, because you are your own individual person with dreams and visions that God has placed down on the inside of you. So get to a point where you say, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to make these visions and dreams come into fruition, because this is what God ordained for me. So be encouraged, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. Do just what you want. You're the one I trust. Started to feel connected, and two, they became a little bit more, actually a lot more manageable. So the way that I thought about finances, the way that I thought about myself, the way that I carried myself, the way that I parented my child, the way that I planned my day, the way that I served my family, the way that I just did normal day-to-day activities became more easier, and I actually became more productive, which in turn freed me up to pursue my, I don't want to call them dreams, but the which in turn freed me up to pursue my purpose in a way that I never thought I had time to do, because I was so wrapped up in every other area of my life.